It is such a good time to be in cryptocurrency. If you are not studying this every single day, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is literally the year that the biggest gains tend to happen. Now, in this video, I'm going to clue you in to the latest altcoin news. I'm going to keep you informed. I'm going to provide you with perspective, demystifying NFTs, and updating you on recent news in general and sharing with you relevant videos, relevant information. This is a video that you do not want to miss, so take 2 seconds, like the video, comment your favorite altcoin below, comment your favorite coin that you want me to cover and what makes it relevant in this week's News Week. And let's get started with the recent news. The total crypto market cap has reached 2 trillion for the first time ever. Cryptocurrencies have an aggregate market cap of 2 trillion. Bitcoin is 55% of that. Don't let the suits tell you that this isn't a legitimate asset class, and actually stay tuned for this video where one Bitcoin bull tells you that he also likes Ethereum. Bitcoin continues to be drained from exchanges at unprecedented levels. The break above 60K will be breathtaking. So 2 things. Number 1, Bitcoin continues to leave exchanges at unprecedented levels. This is bullish. And number 2, Bitcoin at around 60K today. I mean, we're spending a lot of time here. Reminds us all of when Bitcoin spent a lot of time around $11,000. That breakout was glorious. A lot of people are expecting a glorious breakout coming soon. Of course, nobody knows the future, but ARK Invest and JP Morgan are predicting a 130K Bitcoin to almost 500K Bitcoin this year. Pretty bullish. Think about it like this. Bitcoin has gained 100% this year already. If it does only that on average for the next 5 years. So if Bitcoin just stayed at 60K this year and did the same thing for the next 5 years, a 1 million Bitcoin by 2025 sounds reasonable. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? I tend to think it's possible. Now, a couple more things. Number 1, this Bitcoin bull run is still far from overheated. On-chain data suggests multiple on-chain indicators. In comparison to 2017, it appears that we're around the 3 to 5K range. So on-chain data shows us that, well, actually, let me go here. Where we are right now at about 58K, very similar to last cycle around 3K, 4K, less than 4K, right around here. And this kind of shows us that most of the bull run, the biggest gains in the bull run, are still ahead. Of course, nobody knows the future. This is not financial advice. I can only show you the data. You'll have to make your own decisions. But check this out. Update on miners' net position change. Miners are still not selling. They are still accumulating. And this is what I like to see. A clear trend. So one of these green candles basically means nothing. But when you look at the data over time, at the beginning of the year, miners were selling. Bitcoin was at an all-time high, about 32K, and miners were selling into that. But as Bitcoin's price continued to climb, miners started selling less and less, and now they're in full accumulation mode. Incredibly bullish, right? Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum balance on exchanges has just reached a 19-month low. If it seems like I've been showing you this metric for a while, it's because it continues to hit new lows 19 months in a row. People are going onto exchanges, buying Ethereum, and taking Ethereum out. And when the rubber meets the road, even people that publicly have only talked about Bitcoin, we're learning that it is totally okay if you like Bitcoin and you like ETH. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, as long as you understand the difference. They're 2 very different assets, but I really liked what Anthony Scaramucci said on CNBC Squawk Box. Watch this whole clip. It's great.
One place, by the way, where Retail Joe, in many ways, has actually got there first before the pros is crypto. And I know now you're in the Bitcoin business. I'm curious what you actually think of Ethereum. And the reason I keep thinking about this is I know some people who think that the true value proposition over the long term between Bitcoin, which I know has been the winner thus far, is actually Ethereum, given NFTs, given all of the things that are going to potentially happen in the future that may require Ethereum and not Bitcoin. What do you think?
Listen, I think there's a very big market for Ethereum, and I predict that Ethereum has good fundamentals and will grow. But I'm in a institutionalist sort of business. I think like an institutionalist, and I've got to get my clients thinking about cryptocurrency and digital assets. So as a first step, I'm focused on Bitcoin, and we only have now a Bitcoin fund. Could we have an Ethereum fund in the future? Yes, we certainly could. Everything that you're saying is true with the non-fungible tokens, and the technology around Ethereum is going to make it a sticky cryptocurrency and a store of value and something that people will transact with. So I do like Ethereum, but Andrew, I got to tell you, I've got 26,000 or so clients. I've got to convince them to move from 0 to 1, and that's why we're focused on Bitcoin for right now. But yes, I do agree with you on Ethereum. Or so, if you don't have an opinion on it, I'm positive on Ethereum.
Anthony Scaramucci shows us that you can like both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Most people do, but understand they're very, very different and should be treated as such. Now, before we get to Kyber Network, before we get to Compound, let's talk about Gucci. Let's demystify NFTs just a little bit more. Gucci, other luxury fashion brands are poised to launch NFTs. Vogue Business reported the news on Monday, saying Gucci recently confirmed to the news outlet that it's only a matter of time before it will release an NFT. Several other luxury fashion brands are close to releasing NFTs, Vogue Business reported, citing multiple industry sources. And of course, why wouldn't they? If SNL is releasing NFTs, why isn't Vogue? They're all going to. And this is actually really good for Ethereum and I guess NFT projects in general. So before we get to Compound Kyber, let's demystify NFTs a thread. Before we get to that, let's take 60 seconds. Thank our sponsor, BlockFi.com/altcoin daily. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Binance Coin, Chainlink, possibly soon Cardano. Put your crypto to work. Earn up to 8.6 APY with a BlockFi interest account. Do you want a $250 crypto bonus? Well, deposit $25 or more in crypto. Of course, other terms and restrictions apply. Take a look at their payout structure right here. And the reason I like this company is because they're backed by some of the biggest names and biggest money in crypto. The Winklevi, Galaxy Digital, Morgan Creek, Coinbase. Why, if you have crypto just sitting around and you wanted to earn interest, why not check them out? BlockFi.com/altcoin daily. I like them. I use them. I recommend them. All right, now let's talk about NFTs. Let's demystify NFTs just a little bit. This might be basic for you, but I really think this is a fair assessment of what NFTs are. You can learn. An NFT is a unique on-chain token representing ownership of an off-chain asset. The token is backed by a social contract from its creator and a surrounding community. By assigning a unique token to a thing, its ownership, not the thing itself, its ownership becomes programmable, verifiable, divisible, durable, universally addressable, composable, digitally secured, and easy to transfer. Bitcoin and other completely on-chain assets are provably scarce. Scarcity is enforced by code and distributed consensus. Off-chain assets represented by NFTs are not provably scarce. The promise of scarcity is a slender thread, only as strong as the social contract with the creator and interwoven with the backing of the community. An NFT's creator may break their promise or be unable to enforce it, or may have picked the wrong underlying platform and community, which could render that NFT worthless. For NFTs representing digital art and collectibles, the creator cannot enforce scarcity. It's up to a surrounding community to imbue the authorized NFT with scarcity and prestige within the context of that community. Just as hodlers imbue Bitcoin with value and developers infuse Ethereum with value, collectors, admirers, and others and users imbue NFTs with value. NFTs gain value when displayed, used, promoted within a vibrant and growing community. If the community around an NFT is dying, then the NFT is likely bleeding value. If the community is surging, this is the world we're in today, the NFT is likely gaining value. NFTs are monetized memes. I like that. Actual value NFTs can draw upon legal and code-based contracts. A song token can provide a royalty stream. A ticket token can provide access. A metaverse token can grant land titles. An item token can have in-game powers. An ISA token can provide a cut of creator earnings. Even actual value NFTs require a social contract with the creator and community to transfer value from the off-chain contracts onto the chain where the NFT is registered. Just a few more. Just as there are those who wouldn't accept that mere consensus can create digital gold, and those who won't accept that mere smart contracts can create a decentralized Wall Street, there are those that won't accept that digitalized social contracts will create valuable tokens at all. As with most art and most tokens, most NFTs will have very little value, but a select few will become focal points for communities who gather to celebrate art, build collections, and explore virtual worlds. With NFTs, blockchains make the jump from finance into creative applications. Regulators would do well to recognize that blockchains are the next generation of the internet, and applying financial regulations to NFTs is a category error. NFTs tokenize all things. We are going from a world where every protocol has a token to where every decentralized application has a token, to where every valuable digital representation of an object or person has a token. Crazy change. Public blockchains will be the title registries for everything of value. Ultimately, NFTs will authenticate the world. And something I like that Elliot said on our interview, he said that in his opinion, in the future, something will be seen as scammy if it's not recognized digitally like an NFT is. So it's interesting to think about. Two more pieces of news. Compound hits $15 billion in total lending value as DeFi boom continues. Compound, decentralized lending protocol, reaches new heights with over $15 billion worth of cryptocurrency available for borrowing. As you recall, Compound was one of my top 8 coins to watch. So, Compound is certainly one of the blue chip DeFi coins. And Kyber network launches dynamic market making protocol for higher capital efficiency. Decentralized exchange protocol Kyber network has launched a dynamic market making protocol, which it says is designed to be more capital efficient than its automated market making protocol now. Kyber DMM is also expected to optimize fees and maximize earnings for liquidity providers, Kyber Network announced Monday. That is because of the DMM's 2 new features, dynamic fees and programmable pricing curve. So good news for Kyber, good news for Compound, good news for Ethereum and DeFi. My name is Aaron. Subscribe to the channel. This is turning into a great year. BlockFi.com/altcoin daily